Have you ever looked at someone really looked and felt that they were somehow other, different, separate, over there, while you were over here? This is duality, the deeply ingrained sense of division between me and you, subject and object, inside and outside. But what if that sense of separation is not the truth but a construction? What if we've been taught to see ourselves as islands when, in reality, we're waves in the same ocean? Welcome to the Pathless path. Today, we explore how this illusion is built, piece by piece, and what lies on the other side of separation. From the moment we're born, we begin dividing. This is me, that is mom, that is a toy, this is my hand. The human brain is designed to separate, label, and sort because it's efficient for survival. We divide light from dark, safe from unsafe, self from other. Over time, this labeling becomes the lens through which we view everything. It becomes our default operating system. But in drawing those lines, we forget that they are lines we created. The world does not come with boundaries, we project them onto it. And so, a subtle yet powerful belief takes root. I am separate from the world. Rarely questioned, this belief becomes the quiet engine of fear, conflict, and suffering. Enter the ego. Not ego in the psychological sense, but ego as identity, the inner narrator that says, I am this person. I am this story. I am the one who thinks. But, did you make your thoughts, or did they just appear? The ego rushes in to take ownership. It points to a thought and says, I thought that. To an action and says, I did that. It becomes a kind of mental squatter claiming credit for everything arising in consciousness. But what if the you who thinks is itself just another thought? What if there's no thinker behind the thought? No observer separate from what's being seen? Language is a beautiful tool, but it also hides something. We say, I see a tree, but there's just seeing. We say, I feel joy, but joy arises on its own, no owner required. Language splits the world, subject, verb, object. Each sentence reinforces the belief in a separate doer, but this linguistic structure, so practical, so useful, becomes a trap. We start believing the map is the territory, that the labels are the things themselves. And most dangerously, we believe the I we speak of is something real, fixed, separate. But is it? Most of us think the self is housed inside the body. I am in here, we say, and the world is out there. But consider this. Your heart beats without your control. Your breath flows on its own. Your thoughts appear without permission. So what, exactly, is you? What we call me is really a bundle of memories, thoughts, emotions, and sensations happening in real time. But none of these are constant. None are permanent. They arise and fall. Within awareness, most of us carry a quiet assumption that who we are, our true self, is located somewhere inside this body. As if I am in here, behind the eyes, inside the skin, and the world. It's out there, separate, distant, sometimes threatening. But pause for a moment, and really consider. Your heart beats, but not because you tell it to. It has never once asked your permission. Your lungs rise and fall. Breath flows in and out, even as you sleep, even when you forget. And your thoughts, they come uninvited like birds landing on a tree. You don't summon them, they simply appear. And often, they leave just as mysteriously. So what, exactly, is this you we speak of? This inner entity we defend, protect, worry about? Look closer, and you'll find no fixed thing. Just a flowing stream of experiences, memories, emotions, sensations, desires arising in real time. We say, this is me, but none of it lasts, none of it stays. The body ages, the emotions shift, the story changes, the thoughts rearrange themselves again and again. Everything we call me is, in truth, impermanent, constantly appearing and disappearing. And yet, all of it unfolds within something steady, something untouched by change. That something is awareness, not the contents of experience, but the space in which experience occurs. It doesn't come and go. It was here before the thought arose. It remains after it fades. You are not the passing wave. You are the ocean that holds it. You are not in the body. The body appears in you. Rupert Spira. Awareness itself is not contained within the body. It is the open space in which the body, the mind, and the world appear. And yet, Even in the most ordinary moments, the illusion begins to crack. You don't need a monastery or a mountaintop. It can happen right here in the heartbeat of daily life, when you're fully immersed in music, so deeply that the boundaries blur. There's no listener anymore, no one analyzing, no one remembering. There is only music, flowing, vibrating, alive. Or in a moment of awe when the sky turns orange at dusk, and time seems to pause. You forget your name, your plans, your problems. There is just sunset. Or in love, true, unconditional love, where the idea of you and them dissolves. When you look into another's eyes and see no distance at all, only one presence, shining through two faces. In these moments, the line between self and world disappears, not because the world has changed, but because the filter has fallen away. There's no you experiencing life. There is just life, revealing itself. And these moments feel sacred, not because they are rare, but because they are real. They feel whole, intimate, infinite, because they are windows into what has always been true. That the separation we believed in was never real. It was only a lens, a temporary filter laid over reality, a veil so thin that even a whisper of stillness can tear through it. And behind it, there is no other, no watcher, no watched, just this. So how is the illusion of separation created? It doesn't arise from one moment, but from many. Layer by layer, it's constructed, like a story told so often, we forget it was ever a story at all. It begins with thought, the quiet internal voice that narrates our lives, labeling every experience, defining every edge, me, you, this, that. Then comes identity, a name, a role, a history we cling to as self. We begin to believe we are the persona, the job, the achievements, the wounds, the past, and underneath it all, language, that subtle machinery that divides the world into parts, subject and object, doer and deed, self and other. We speak the separation into being, and then we repeat it, we rehearse it daily, until it becomes the lens through which we see everything. But pause for just a moment, step behind the words, beneath the thoughts, beyond the name, and ask honestly, what am I? Am I this passing thought, this fleeting emotion, this aging body? Or am I the awareness within which all of this appears? Silent, vast, unchanging. You are not the self struggling to connect with life. You are not the voice in the head trying to control the moment. You are life itself, open, flowing, unknowable, appearing briefly as a self, just long enough to wonder who it really is. Let the illusion fall away, not through effort, but through quiet seeing. Let the identity loosen. Let the thoughts pass without clinging. And remember, you were never separate. You were never alone. You were never two. You are this, always have been, always will be. The illusion of separation is just that, an illusion. Not a flaw in the design, but a veil thin, persistent, convincing. It whispers, you are this, and they are that. It draws boundaries where there are none, names where there is only essence, forms where there is only flow. A ripple in the ocean of being, temporary, fleeting. No matter how loud the wave, it is still the sea. The wave may rise, curl, and crash, but it never ceases to be water, and you have always been the ocean, pretending to be a drop. So let it go. Let the stories unravel. Let the walls crumble, the ones built from memory, from fear, from longing. You don't have to fight the illusion, just see it. And in that seeing, it loses its grip. Let it fall away. Like leaves in autumn, detaching not with sorrow, but with grace. There is no need to rush, no need to force. The truth doesn't arrive, it is revealed. When the fog of separation lifts. And remember, not in your mind, but in the silence beneath thought. Not in a book, but in the stillness that watches everything come and go. You were never two. The seer and the seen were never apart. The doer and the deed, the lover and the beloved, only reflections in the mirror of awareness. Duality was the dream, but it is not what you are. You are always this presence, this stillness, this aliveness without name, closer than breath, before identity, beyond time. And in this recognition, there is no longer a path, only being, only now, only this. Like and subscribe for more deep dives into the nature of reality. Comment below, when have you felt the illusion of separation dissolve? And see you on our next video.